Rios here. Good morning. With a nice morning session. Just touching base before the day starts. Today's message is, like the title says, only you can define who you are. Only you can define who you are, nobody else. You're also not defined by your failures, just as well as you're not defined by your successes. What are your values? What do you value? What do you love? Who do you love? Don't let other people try to define you. Good morning. Don't let other people try to define you and lock you in a box and marginalize you and tell you what you can do, who you can be. They may be reflecting their own insecurities on you because they don't believe they can do that. They don't believe they can be that. Or they may be hating and not want you to be that. Like Mike Epson Friday. Nah, he ain't gonna get it. Nah, he ain't gonna get it. You start getting some action, dang, I hope he don't get it. I pray he don't get it. Or she don't get it. You have to be strong enough to defy the odds. Defy the odds. Go against the flow. Go against the pushback. Fight back. You are exactly who you decide to be. You will do and be exactly what you want to be and what you want to do. Control your faith. People are so quick to try to tell you what you can be and what you can't be. And it's usually I hate to say it, but a lot of the times it's the closest people to you that try to define you and tell you what you're capable of. They don't even know what they're capable of. They don't even know their self-worth or self-value while they're trying to set yours. Good morning. Yeah, I believe in Jesus Christ. Top of the top. You wake up and manifest and put into the world what you're going to do today, what you're going to create today, how great you're going to be. People might be judging you based off your failures of the past and doubt your whole future, doubt that you'll be able to accomplish anything because they are only judging you and measuring you by your failures. That's a habit that they have. People fall into the habit of judging other people by their failures and not even paying attention to their successes. But because of those two things, they will try to decide who you are and what you're capable of. They think they know who you are. They think that they can tell you what to do and what not to do. They couldn't be more wrong. Because every day somebody and people are beating the odds. Every day somebody beats the odds. More than one person. A lot of people beat the odds. Hey, brother, could you stop spamming the edge of demons out for Jesus Christ? I got you. We all got you. We believe it. Stop spamming that. You don't have to do that, only Samuel. I believe edge your demons out for Jesus Christ. Yes, only Samuel. Stop spamming that. Just put the fries in the bag, Rios. I heard that for real. Because we can't allow others' view of us hinder us or keep us back. We can't allow somebody's thoughts of our shortcomings keep us small. Nah, dream big. You haven't done your greatest thing yet. You haven't accomplished your greatest thing yet. And once you accomplish that goal, strive for another. Keep going. Keep building on top of your goals that you accomplish. And that's why people a lot of times they hinder children because they are damaging children subconsciously by telling them negative things about them all the time, telling them what they're going to be able to be or what they're not going to be. And a child will start to be and who they can be, and they start believing it. Adults speaking down to children, speaking small to children, they start believing it once it's said enough. Oh, you're a bad kid. You're bad. You're bad. And then you start believing, well, shit, I'm bad. I'm a bad kid. This is what I do. This is what bad kids do. But take control of the narrative of who you are and what you're going to do. And just start from anew. Start from there. This is what I am. If you know, it's so funny when people join another person's cause, or when somebody starts believing as another person that doubted you. As soon as you jump on their boat, they'll forgive you and be like, yes, I believe in you. Yes, you can do it. When it's joining their fight. Great example, right? Amber Rose. Amber Rose is whatever she wants to be, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to judge her, but she's a newly found Christian, or no, she's an atheist. But the party is saying, like, everybody gets to have a new life and be born again, or to have a new outlook on life. But they don't give same grace to everybody. They only give that grace to people that join their party, right? They only give that grace to people who join their table, who's eating at their dinner table. But if somebody on the other side is doing the same exact thing, they're going to judge them based on all that past stuff, because they're not joining their party. They're not joining their fight. So they're never going to give them the grace of, yeah, give everybody a second chance. They're talking about Kamala Harris, calling it a hot tour, the original hot tour. That's the funniest shit. A white, and I don't mean to be on no white people calling her the original hot tour. That's the funniest shit. And then on the other hand, giving grace to Amber Rose and saying that Kamala Harris slept her way to the top. The only reason we even know about Amber Rose is because she was fucking rappers. And I'm not judging her because of that. But be equal in our outlook on people. But they're not going to do that because there's a ulterior motive. But I'm just using it as an example. If they're going to give grace here, give grace there. You don't get to pick and choose and be a hypocrite with your grace that you allow people to have. If Amber Rose can come anew and be a different person tomorrow, so can you. So can I. They don't get to decide who can be brand new, who can have a different outlook, who can grow in a positive way. They don't control that. They don't get to tell you that you can or can't do that. Salute everyone in the chat. That's right. High Rise Cartel. What's up, man? But it's we have to start looking at things and paying attention to how they're operating. No one cared what we were doing when it didn't matter. No one cared when it was small. No one was trying to stop you when it was at its beginning stages. No one even batted an eye when you were just thinking of it. But now that it's almost about to take place, everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a judgment about what you're doing, or that's not going to work. But they see it coming to fruition. They see it about to happen. So now they need to get their 2 cents in. Now they need to combat what you're saying and what you're trying to do because they see it happening. They wouldn't say nothing about it if they didn't feel like it was in no value to it. They're talking against it because they see the value. They see your energy. So don't let these same people who think that they could be hypocrites define who you are. These same people operate at home in a manner like, oh, another example. You have, what do you call the people that like don't like gay people? Homophobics. You have homophobic people that are passing laws and rules and regulations against gay people, right? But then at home in the dark being a homosexual. But all day long they're going out bashing and talking horribly about somebody who's gay or who's a homosexual, a lesbian, a gay man. And they're talking horribly about them, but then they go home and be exactly that. They go home and be exactly what they're fighting against and trying to tear down. It's the hypocrisy of that. And it's those people who are trying to judge you. Think about it. Those are the same people who are trying to judge you and tear you down for what you're trying to do. But when they go home and sit down, it's what they want to be. People tear down the black culture. They will tear down the black culture and say everything ugly about it and just spit on black people and the thought of black people, but then go home listening to black music, fantasizing over the black body, the black man, hypersexualizing the black woman. But they speak hatred and spew vile thoughts about that culture or that race, but go home and fantasize about them. You can never let these people decide who you are. You can never let these hypocrites tell you what your value is. They don't know their own value. People are patriotic only when they fit their narrative. Oh, he's a patriot. Oh yeah. There's a family, like listen to this. There's a family who sued a school district or a state, city, or whatever, sued them because the school played a Kendrick Lamar video. And the kid that was in school said that video that was talking about the oppression and the how hard it is to be a black person in America and this and that and the struggles caused them to have post-traumatic stress disorder, caused them to have depression, anxiety from watching the video in class. And they sued for, I think, $100,000. What about the kids that are actually going through that shit you were speaking about? If somebody can watch that video and watch that story and be subjected to that stuff, and then we say, oh, they were damaged by that video because they were told about reality. What about the kids who that is their reality? There's people who that is their reality, but we're rewarding people that are damaged by being opened up and revealed the truth to them. They get to sue and they get to be compensated. But what about the people actually going through that shit? So needless to say, go out there and get what you want. Go out there and demand greatness for yourself. Manifest greatness, but demand that shit. Demand it for yourself. I will settle for nothing less but what I want in life. That's your thought and that's your actions every day. This is what I want. Determine and decide what it is you want and what you value in life, and go get that shit like you're crazy about it. Go get it. Put the effort in. And yeah, you're gonna have the people, the naysayers. This fool is crazy. This fool thinks he's gonna be able to motivate children to be good. Or this fool thinks he's gonna be able to change his community. Haven't you seen what they've done before? Didn't you see what they did to Malcolm X and Martin Luther King? It'll never happen. And these are people in your own community telling you this. Why they make no effort to change anything. They think by them talking in barbershops or talking on the corner or talking in the house to the family, saying, oh, you know, it'll never change. Black people don't want this and this and that. All we want is handouts. It's those people who aren't doing anything to balance that out. Okay, so what do you think we should do? What's the solution? I don't know. Then what the hell are you pointing out the negatives for? If you don't have an answer or an idea for an effort or a solution, what the hell are you pointing out the negatives for? People are so fast to point out what's wrong with something and don't even spend an ounce of energy to try to fix it or figure out what they can do or what we can do to be better in the situation. Nah, you can't do that. We ain't never gonna be able to do that. Yeah, you know why? Because we don't like each other. Because we too busy being mad. Okay, so how do we combat that? I don't know. It's not that you don't know, it's that you don't give a fuck. The fight that you're fighting, they're telling you you can't fight it, and they're not coming up with a solution for it. But do you know why? Because they don't give a fuck. So why are they telling you what you can't do if they don't give a fuck about the situation? They might as well shut the fuck up and take some seats and get to the fucking back of the bus. I'm tired of these people, these naysayers, these people that are trying to chop down trees with negativity and saying shit just because they don't have anything else to say. They don't have another intelligent thought in their head, and they've garnered, and not garnered, but they don't have another intelligent thought in their head, and they don't have any work that they put in outside of the negative, so they can't talk in depth about anything positive because they spend so much time knocking it and telling people how it can't work, when they could have spent that time researching, reading, talking, collecting data on how to fix some shit. Instead, they're sitting in the same spot doing absolutely nothing but being negative and telling people what they can't do. Oh yeah, because you know all. It ends all, it be all end all with you, right? Yeah, you're the deciding factor. People think that their thoughts is the deciding factor. Shut up. Oh, get that negative shit out of here. Go else. We all got that friend that talks against everything, that just wants to. We got that one friend that's just going to disagree just to disagree because they don't know how to agree. They don't know how to be in the position of being of support. They don't know how to be in the position of support. They're not comfortable being positive. So what do? What they're good at. Being negative, doubting. Get away from them people, man. Get away from them people. Stay away from them people. Like we said yesterday, continue to fight the good fight, or the day before yesterday. Fight the good fight. The battle you choose, the war you choose, what you choose to go up against is a great battle because you chose it. If you believe in it, it's great. No matter how big or how small, what you chose to fight against is amazing because every day there's millions of people who choose not to fight or do anything of any significant value. People choose to be small every day. So if you choose to do something on a small level, kudos to you because there's people who are not doing that. And we have to inspire each other. We have to motivate each other. It's going to come to a point where, what up, Nick? What up, EC? Where Nick and EC do something. And I'm like, oh, shit. Look at what these fools done did. Let me get my ass, let me get my shit, let me kick my shit into gear and go full throttle. Let me get off my ass and let me do something. Let me go be great. Look at EC. Look at Nick. What they're doing. You never know who's watching. And that's why I can't stand naysayers, because they are hurting more than they're helping. Because when they tell you that you can't do something, they're not only telling you that you can't do it, they're telling everybody who listens, everybody who sees or hears, that they can't do it. There may be somebody who will believe that shit, who will believe the lie, because that's a fucking lie. You can do it. The pendulum swings both ways. The tongue speaks life and death. And they're telling you you can't do something. There's other ears hearing. There's little small children around. They may be paying attention. Like, oh, Uncle Tommy said that this is not possible. I'm not even gonna make the effort in class, in school. I'm not even gonna make the effort. Uncle Tommy said that you can't do that. It's not possible. Don't be that person. Never be that person that's just disagreeing just to be disagreeing. The most disagreeable person. I can't stand those people. You don't got no proof, no anything to say that this is not possible besides you just talking out the side of your damn neck. Slim Duncan, what are you talking about? Does it enforce what? Let me see. Slim Duncan. I'm sorry, I'm just getting to read the damn it. What up, Adrian? What you talking about, Slim Duncan? Does my company enforce that? I'm against the Haktua reference, because why do we reserve that reference for her? There's plenty of people, plenty of men that have done disgusting things to get to where they are. We will shit and say, just because it's a woman, and this is not even just Kamala Harris. Yeah, they allow you to back in the parking spots. This is not even against just Kamala Harris. This is in general. We will try to shame women with sex, right? And we will talk bad about the woman for being subjected to a powerful person or garnering things. Maybe they felt they had to do that. Maybe they felt like they were pushed into the situation, and if they didn't do it, they wouldn't be allowed to be in the room. Maybe they were pushed into that. But what's so crazy is that we're downing the woman for being in a position of powerless and doing something to a powerful person. What about the person initiating it? What about the man using his power, weaponizing his power, and using sex to over someone's head, using it over her head? Now you can't get there. What about that sick individual? We always want to be so quick to shame the one without the power. Men for the beginning of time have been using their position of power against women, but we only judge the woman for being in that position. Look at Salam. But it's so easy to go after the low-hanging fruit. Oh, she's not even black. She put people in jail. Do you know what her job title was? She was good at her job. Biden did worse. Biden did the predator law shit, saying that all these drug users and they're predators, these young black men, they're predators in society. Talk about that shit too. That was Biden. Biden did that shit. He went in front of Congress and said the shit he said about young black men. What up DMV? What up, Augustine? It takes two to tango, EC. Right. But I'm going to reserve my real judgment and opinion for the person that is in position, knowing that they are garnering sexual favors or homosexual favors over somebody's head as a gatekeeper. It's the gatekeepers. It's predatorial. Those gatekeepers that do that, they are predatorial. And guess what? They learned it from somewhere. And it was okay for them to do it. It was okay for them to gatekeep with sexual acts. Hey, don't think it's just only hell for women. They do it to men too. In Hollywood, they do it to men. In politics, they do it to men. Scrooston in the building. LS is up in here too. But not to be sidetracked, don't let those people, look, the people that are pointing fingers at her and saying that she's did that or she's doing this, have done the same thing or are doing the same thing. Yep, it happens to men too, all the time. But men don't talk about it because it's embarrassing. It's a point of weakness. And I'm not talking about women doing it to men. I'm talking about men doing it to men. Men doing it to men. But we reserve our anger and our hate and vitriol for the woman, for the prosecutor, for the district attorney. I hate her because she was good at her job. That was her job. Megan Thee Stallion twerking at Kamala's rally is wild. They was in Atlanta. Atlanta's wild. But then everybody's saying, oh, Kamala Harris, she's pandering to the black people. As if they all don't pander. They all pander. It's all out. But it's so funny how we reserve the disgust for this one, but not that one. Let's reserve it for her, not for him. It's to judge her, but not him. That's a really good slogan quote. Judge her, not him. Her dad is Jamaican and her mom is Indian. I'm black and Puerto Rican. I'm black. I am Puerto Rican, but I'm black. She's Indian. She's proud of her Indian heritage and her dad is Jamaican. Who gives a fuck? Ohio ties, actually, they're very good at their job. That's why the shit is the way it is. They're snakes. They're very good at it. That's what the amendment was for. Bear arms against a unjust government or whatever. Is to bear arms against the government. But they trying to get that out of here. No ball spot here, baby. Everybody, but everybody's fucked up and done some stupid shit. That's real. Amber Rose did slut walk, but look, they embrace her with open arms. Wilson's Journey, they're all claiming to be good people for a vote. Fuck claiming to be black. They're claiming to be good people. They're claiming to say that they want the best for you. Fuck her claiming that she's black. She's trying to pull on the heartstrings of positivity. They all are. But shit, I got to get out of here. Wilson's Journey, Ohio Ties, ECLS. Appreciate all y'all. Love all y'all. Go out there, be impactful, be a blessing for somebody. Keep your eyes open for somebody possibly in the need of help and lend a helping hand. Remember, speak life into people, not death. Blessings to all y'all out there, man. I got to get in here to work. I'll see y'all tomorrow.